If you visit us at Beachville District Museum, you'll see many photographs on display in our exhibits. Historic family photographs up in our parlor, images of Beachville and our historic building in the early days, photographs of the early general stores that residents used to rely on for supplies, and photographs of baseball teams that used to play in Oxford County. What you may not know is that we store many more images behind the scenes. These are kept in safe storage compartments, like this Safco cabinet, and they're consulted when we're doing research on particular topics or themes. Most of our original photographs are kept in these types of archival boxes, and they're separated in folders so that our staff can handle them without actually touching the original photographs, and so that individual pieces are all separated by an interweaving material. How do we keep track of all these images? The museum uses the Past Perfect Museum software to keep a catalog of all the images in our collection. And you can see here that our photographs are sorted separately from our objects, our archival documents, and our books. Using the catalog, we can keep track of where each of these photographs are, which folder they're in, what they look like, what studio created them, and etc. Between 2018 and 2020, museum staff spent several hours digitizing a significant portion of our photographic collection. You're seeing here a selection of our A photographs, which all represent the history of the quarry. Most of our images have an alphabetical listing that will include letters from A to Z, and each letter represents a specific theme. So A is the quarry history, where P might be photos of people who used to reside in the area, and W is a selection of photographs related to our baseball heritage. Sometimes, the work we do behind the scenes involves solving the discrepancies that exist in the image catalog. You can see here that many of our images have duplicate numbers. At some point in time, museum staff decided that photographs would be accessioned or labeled differently than other artifacts in the collection. So, in these cases of the black and white photographs, they have both a standard object ID and an alphabetical image listing. So this one is labeled 1993-7802, and the photograph should also have the number on it, P292. Where photographs are properly cataloged, they'll be labeled with two object IDs, both a standard object ID, 1993-0602, and an alphabetical listing, in this case, V4. But we also have examples of photographs that have been cataloged inconsistently. For example, these school photographs exhibit no standard object IDs and just include their alphabetical image. So, how do we resolve these discrepancies to ensure consistency across all of our files? In this case, we're looking back in the old card catalog, and these classification files, in some cases, list the original standard object ID, which was typewritten, and then an additional alphabetical image file number, which was written down in pen. What we can then do is go back into the Past Perfect software and add both numbers to the record for the particular photograph. Then, the photograph, which was only labeled with I-34, is labeled with its standard object ID as well, to make sure all of the records refer back to each other and remain consistent.